Our first speaker on her bio, as you can see it on the dragontalks.info site, you can see it all, but I'm not going to sit here and read all of it out. So I'm just going to pick out the bits that jumped out to me, and the bit that was she identifies as a star fairy, and as you can see her standing there with her fairy wings, which I thought was beautiful, and a conscious engineer. I was like, what's that? So maybe she can explain what that means. And her first love is energy healing and taking people on galactic shamanic journeys, and that really resonates with me because I'm into galactic shamanism and mysticism, which is it's not just here. It's as you say, galactic. So yeah, and she talks about plasma and Venus temple dragons and many other things, and obviously fairies. So Alessandra, welcome. You are our first speaker today, and then Katara Sky, who's in Australia, will follow just afterwards. And we'll have a little break in the middle so you can go and freshen up and get a drink of the tea or whatever. So, Alessandra, welcome.
Hi to everyone, and hi to Katara Sky. I'd like to visit you in Australia. Hi, Australia. I need to announce that I have a live dragon with me. She's a cat, and so I'm hoping we won't be interrupted. I tried to give her food, whatever she needs, but now she's looking at me, and I have crystal bowls because I don't know what we're doing right now. So I have all sorts of things. Thank you for the introduction, Kevin. I want to
Welcome.
say thank you for all that you're doing. I was so, I don't know how to say, impressed or excited when I saw what you're doing with the Dragon Summit that you just did recently. And I felt, here's the cat, okay. I'm actually might have to get water to spray her away. One second.
I've heard that recently that dragons often come in cat form.
Yeah,
So when I
but
was looking, yeah, or dog form even. I was looking at my sister's got this little puppy and it was laying there the other day, and I looked at it and there was like a millisecond where its face. I was like, it's a mini dragon.
have you seen that before? Because that's recent for me to see dragons and pets. It's a new
Yeah,
thing.
it's recent for me as well. Only
Yeah.
last month or so. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I forgot what I was saying now. Oh, so I just wanted to say thank you. I'm so nervous. And I know it's good because it's like, this is big. What you're doing is big. And I love the feeling of gathering everything and everyone dragons. I love the unified feeling. So I just want to say thank you. And I want to hug everyone.
Big hug back.
Yeah, so thanks. So there's a write-up of the energies that I thought we were doing today, and I have buzzwords, but I also, what I like is that you're so good with the flow, and you're a shaman and galactic shaman yourself, and so I like the energy of the group to see what is popping up.
Hmm?
So I'm leaving it open in that way, which is kind of more dangerous.
It's exciting, I think.
But I do have a little bit of a show and tell. I'm very excited. This beautifulness, rose quartz, is something that I got from Sixtina. She's on our Facebook group. And there is something magical with having a crystal or physical holder for the energies. And she's the one that holds the Venus-Antares-Temple Dragon. So I just wanted to show you that I got physical toys to play with.
Beautiful.
You did ask what a consciousness engineer is, and as I
Yeah.
said, I identify I'm a star fairy. That's just been ever since I was a child. I had dreams that I was a star fairy and that when I dreamt I was a human, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That's
Okay? So the fairies give me words, and the idea of consciousness engineering, actually, I'm just discovering as I'm telling you, fits with dragons. So I live in Italy and I just moved here 2.5 years ago. Before that, for 20 years, I was living in America, San Diego to get the sun, Chicago to get the wind. Um, and it's when I moved to Italy that I started working with dragons in a very different way. and talk about consciousness engineering, it's like there is a dismantling of obstructions. So I'll just lay it out straight. I live right next door to a church. I feel like it's obstructing things. I said, I bet you there's a dragon under there. So my feeling is free the dragon under there. And if you free that level of consciousness, then you're beginning to rebuild the ley lines of consciousness. So that's a snapshot of how I'm saying. And also in another way, I'm also building, just not just me, our guides, all of our teams, building crystal temples of light. And with those crystal temples, then it raises the vibe, and we all are better people, we're kinder to each other. So that's the idea of consciousness engineering.
Beautiful. I saw a crystal temple at Stonehenge, and there was a dragon that had been captured and imprisoned under there. And a friend of mine who's a wizard, let's say, he released it, and that's when the crystal temple grew. So
Yeah,
interesting.
that's exactly it. That's the mechanisms that I'm seeing. Yeah. And I also don't know what I'm doing. So it's an ongoing adventure just to discover what are crystal temples and, yeah. And another thing is, what are galactic ley lines? I was at so this is interesting. An hour away from where I'm at, I'm more or less south of Rome. An hour away, there's polyagonal walls. I didn't know they existed in Italy. Peru, Machu Picchu, famous for polygonal walls, which aren't even dated by archaeologists. They have no idea how far back they go. So I'm here in Italy, a few hours away. I'm looking at polygonal walls. I'm like, whoa. And then all of a sudden I'm thinking, or the download came, Aldebaran, because that's a star I work with, Aldebaran dragon, air or cosmic ley lines. And I would believe that that's something that would help the crystal temples or the crystals of light or cities of light be held up.
Mm. I like that idea. Yeah, I love following all the ley lines, and the dragon ley line runs through not far from me. And if you go there, you can actually feel the energy, you can feel it flowing. But yeah, the idea that there's galactic ones makes sense.
Yeah,
Cool.
and then I'm excited because you're doing the summit and it's the Galactic Dragon Summit. So,
Yeah, yeah. They said to me it wasn't big enough. International wasn't big enough. You forgot to include all of us. I was like, okay,
and
galactic
I,
next time.
well, I feel like, and that's the plasma dragons. They feel very galactic and they feel very weird. Like just when you think you figure stuff out and you're comfortable with like Diana Cooper bringing in Arcturian dragons, we're like, okay, we're familiar with that word. That's one of the constellations we're familiar with. That's very exciting, galactic. But galactic just keeps expanding. So now I have these plasma dragons coming in. They're a collective. No idea what they are. But thanks to your summit, you get to see all of us, all these different people. There's so many of us, and we're connecting with dragon energy in such different ways.
Hmm.
And that's what I'm excited about because I don't know what dragon means. There's so many different kinds of dragons, and I feel we're still uncovering it. But I'm getting excited, or I have awe with the world, you know? So there's a gift coming in because this is exciting. We're in December, so this is a very special moment. And so I have two streams that want to come in. There's the Venus-Antares-Temple. And this is funny because this dragon, so she's coming in as one, but she's showing her body as a temple. And it's a flying temple because it's a dragon. And we get to be invited to go into her like a crystalline temple. So she's the first container that we're being invited to go in a few minutes if we want to play. And then I believe that there's a pathway that's opened up for the new year, for us to bring in this new year, the numerology, the astrology 2024. And that's where my really weird, the plasma dragons come in, and they want to bring in pure energy to support your stamina, yourself, your health, your wealth. They just want to come in and bring that. And there was something that I learned in your summit, which I really liked. There was a lot of things that I learned. I forgot the name. I wish I would remember the name. There was a speaker and she used the word rose. There was something about dragon and rose. And she said something that made me understand something more about dragons. I think she was saying that she had always worked with the rose, or a specific rose. Rose. Just like I identify with star fairy. And that only recently dragon has come in, because that's the same thing for me. I started in 2006 to bring in galactic energy through Reiki or shamanism. And the dragons have come in more like 2017, so it's recent. But there was something that she said, there was something about she's bringing in the rose energy, and then the dragon rose came in and it buffed out, it made it all full-bodied. That's what I'm feeling, because I'm still doing all my weird stuff. I have to invent names for what it is, don't we all, right? We're artists. And so it's the star fairy galactic shamanism, but now the dragons are coming in because I've worked with Antares and Venus, or Lady Venus, but now it comes in as a dragon and it feels fully formed. It has a container and it feels like a missing piece.
Somebody saying Sandy Humby was the name.
Okay, thank you. So Sandy Humby, thank you. Yes, so I want to say thank you to you, thank you to Sandy Humby, and thank you to the dragons, because I feel like we're getting more pieces of the puzzle now. Yeah.
Beautiful. I think we're all ready to play.
I thought so. I'm waiting. Okay, let me drink. All right. Well, I'll try the drum. We'll see if the sound is decent. Sometimes Zoom doesn't like sounds. Can you hear that?
Yep, we can hear it.
You can? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Good. So we're starting our galactic shamanic journey, and the way I do it is trust you, trust what you see or sense. Whatever words I'm using, I'm being guided, but if I'm saying blue and you see pink, go with that. Please really trust yourself in your guidance. I'm here doing my best, but I hope we're all playing together. And let's go on a journey. So we're connecting with Mother Earth. We're connecting with the atmosphere or stratosphere. We're connecting with our higher selves. And we're connecting with our dragon aspects, our dragon guides, dragon collectives. We're connecting with the Earth Star Chakra to really sink into Mother Earth in a bigger, better, deeper way, whatever's appropriate for right now. So this group is we're really powerful, because I can already see a pink glow of light around the Earth, and we are in a circle formation, kind of like hugging Earth together. So we are primed and ready. In fact, when I was preparing for this earlier, I already saw a big gathering of all different kinds of dragons, all different kinds of galactic dragons. Some look as big as skyscrapers and some are really, really tiny. And it was just busy. And it also felt like very, very fairy-like and very happy and ceremonial. This is This is special, I guess, because we're making it special, but there is something different about here and now and us gathering. It also feels unexpectedly light. So with this pink haze that we are creating together, we are magnetically drawing to us the Venus dragon, and she is this Venus temple. So she is coming from outside to be closer to us, to Earth, bringing a bridge between us, Earth, and Venus. This is, of course, heart energy, higher heart energy. So let's feel our hearts in this. Our hearts are already getting bigger, wider. And my gosh, are we super advanced? The energies are just clipping along fast. They're moving, transmuting fast. And so with the focus on our hearts, it's inside our hearts that we see, feel, and invite the Venus Temple Dragon. And without much effort, we're already inside the temple. It's very, very soft. It's kind of exciting, like fizzing energy. It's comfortable. You can sit down, you can recline. You can recharge. In fact, take a moment to receive what position you're in right now. I'm feeling that we're getting tickled by the atmosphere, by the ambience, and there's just something deeply familiar. If you think about how many indigenous cultures around the earth worked with the star Venus and they knew her as a goddess too, there's a lot of lifetimes or parallel times that we as a soul really felt Venus. And so Venus is coming in is this dragon form saying, hey, you know me, I know you. So we get to relax, deepen our breath, relax our diaphragm, deeper inhales and exhales. I'm just feeling that we have the ability right now to dump out or release months and months of anxiety, actually. It's just been, there's been a lot for all of us. And this is the place to let it go. At this point, if we want to play the game, we're actually being given a little massage. There's either little fairies or little dragons. They're just massaging us. At first, it might feel like a tickle, and it's either on our skin or in our auric field, but we're getting a bit of a spiritual spa treatment. And we breathe deeper. We're such an advanced group that there's unusual things that I'm seeing. So I'm having an adventure here too. So the unexpected thing that's unfolding right now is as we are inside this sort of a womb space, a cave space, this inside this crystal temple that feels so soft. At first it had an enclosed feeling, being protected, being supported in this temple way. But right now, what's unfolding, which is a lovely surprise, is that there's an opening in the ceiling effect. And this opening is bringing in new streams of light. It's like we're getting preliminary sneak peek of new juices, new waterfalls, and they feel very fluorescent. It's a waterfall of prismatic rainbow light. And I'm surprised. I'm saying, oh, okay, those are the plasma dragons coming in already. It's a bit of a light show. There is so much happy energy. It is just so clean and pure, and it's unexpectedly good. And we're capable to receive this, and we're capable to retain it, absorb it, digest it, integrate it. And this feels like a beautiful opening to the new year that's coming in. We're so advanced that we're capable of holding in this rainbow prismatic light, and we're able to get bonuses from it, rewards. Oh, and for those of us who want to receive this, we're getting our wings, meaning they're expanding. We're getting extensions to our wings, or it might be different things for different ones of us. For me, they're more crystalline, they're more transparent, they're more shiny, shinier than they've ever been. They just feel more real, more present. And as you were saying earlier, feather wings, fuzzy wings, furry wings, different expressions of the dragons, dragon wings. Fairy dragon wings. And of course, that's a whole upgrade to our whole auric field. So the plasma dragons, which bring in this rainbow plasma energy, and the Venus dragon, they're working together in this incredible harmony. And they're showing us that we can be supported, and we're so capable of holding on to more light, different colors in the light spectrum. We have more capacity, and maybe we already knew that, or we were waiting for that, but now is a good time to allow that, or to witness ourselves. It's all pretty second nature. It's really an easy flow. So the Venus temple now has these crystals inside of it. They kind of look like they're hard crystals, like quartz, but I'm there trying to touch them and they're bouncing like jello. So they're having fun with us. One of the intentions and the gifts from all of our guides and the Venus Temple and the Plasma Dragons, one of the gifts was making our dreams come true. And it's appropriate to the here and now and the circumstances that we're in, who we are now on a soul level, and how we're expressed here physically on Earth. It's something about helping us make our wishes come true. And I know for a lot of us, we want all of humanity to be happy. So we've got big wishes. So maybe there's a part of us that's the inner child. And this is where the Antares energy comes in. Antares is working closely right now with Venus Antares is the largest star in the Scorpio constellation. And when I feel Antares, it's working very intensely with inner child work and being accepted, feeling enough, feeling supported, feeling seen. And that's one of the ingredients in wish fulfillment. So our inner child is being invited to have a mini vacation and to play with their toys, new toys. I'm now hearing sounds. They sound like dolphin sounds, and I think they want me to do light language, but I haven't done it in a while, so I don't know what sounds are going to come up. These are new dragons. They're coming in with this Aldebaran energy, the biggest star in the Taurus constellation. And Aldebaran is a portal through which the plasma dragons come in, and there's just new dragons. These are new to the world, but they might not be new to us. They might be deeply familiar from ancient times. So there is a wish fulfillment energy to this. There is a gift that we are being invited to receive and accept, but it doesn't have to be right now. Maybe we soak up these energies and we receive the download, the energy, the message, the frequency tomorrow, later, in our dream, as we're washing dishes and we're not thinking, and boom, the energy pops in a song or in a very clear message. But there is a huge gift here that we've created together. So we're going to get ready. We're going to get ready to leave this space. But before we do, take a look at your surroundings and be familiar with this space so that you can come back whenever you want to. One of the gifts that we were given today was this greater sense of purity, this letting go of things like not feeling enough or even shame or uncomfortable feelings. And I feel that. I feel massive lightheartedness and the ease with which this was done. It was done with the guides are being very sophisticated. They're showing, at least for me, a new way that you can feel so much lighter. And again, they keep using the word pure, 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 pure of heart. And I think along with that goes also rejuvenation. As you feel lighter, you're going to feel rejuvenated. And that also comes with the plasma dragons. This rejuvenation, this stamina for everything. So let's get ready to leave. We can say thank you and goodbye for now, plasma dragons. And they can fly back into their other dimensional realms. And we can say thank you to the Venus temple with the Antares energy. Venus Temple Dragon, thank you, thank you. And with the full power of our auric field, we can drift back to our circle around the earth, our pink circle, and bring back this incredible energy to all the countries and cities that we live in. This is a beautiful reignition of the ley lines and the sacred spots that we're on. Great, great work. And so consciously returning to the room that you're in, the bed or the seat or the couch that you're sitting on, and moving your shoulders or rotating or moving your hands and feet, even stamping feet, and coming back in perfect alignment, rejuvenated. We do have some dragons that are monitoring us to just make sure we have perfect re-entry. We might even have brought back different dragons or new dragons.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Really feel all that smooth, beautiful energy. It's flowing through me. I had a bit of a headache earlier, and as I had a bit of a, as you were talking, my throat cleared. It sort of went up through my head, and then you went, woo, off it went.
Oh, that's
Thank you very
great.
much.
Well, it's just a great group. The energy was very strong and it was really easy to do everything. So thank you to everyone. Thank you to you.
Did you want anyone to share their experience if they're willing to?
Hi, Kelly here, Butterfly. Hello, everyone. So glad I came in a little bit late, but oh my gosh. Venus is one of my home worlds, so I just loved what you were guiding us to. It was awesome. Also, when you brought up the little dragons, I was laughing because one of my favorite personal dragons in my team is this little bitty purple and pink dragon that I haven't connected to in a while. And it was like right in my face. And then you said that, I was like, yeah, the little Venus dragons, they're really cute. They're so adorable. And they have such a beautiful innocence about them that I really appreciate. I was receiving so much just confirmation too about being in the temple and the ecstatic way in which the light moves very quickly and with ease and grace. Because I'm getting ready to lead a temple journey course, and it's really, I'm noticing this energy is so available to us right now. The way in which we are expanding and moving very quickly in a quantum field, in the plasma fields, in the crystalline energies, and in all the dimensions and aspects of it. The expansion has been quite remarkable, and that was just so confirmational. I just thank you so much. That was beautiful and lovely. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Anyone else want to share their experience? It's like there's lots of love for you, Alessandra, in the comments. Blessings, felt my wings. Blessings. Thank you for the wonderful journey. Lovely light. Yeah, the light was gorgeous. Yeah, I think everyone's sending you lots of love. Alan's got his hand up. You want to say something?
Yes, I'd just like to say thank you, Alessandra. That was really beautiful, and just to give my experience and what I went through, it was really beautiful. I mean, to really feel that almost cosmic crystalline womb that the Venus dragon was bringing forth for all of us to share that space within, and sending that love to Mother Earth. It was really beautiful. It almost felt like I was even more so connected to my dragon familiar, who is a golden dragon, but it didn't feel as though I was next to her. It felt like I was within her. Like she needed me to be inside of that energy with her. And it was just beautiful to be in that embodiment and to feel that connection with all of the other dragons that were within that space, healing and receiving what they needed to receive. And I just wanted to say thank you. It was really beautiful.
Thank you, Harry.
Hello, I don't know if you hear me because I'm living in the mountains.
Yeah, we can hear you from the mountains. Please
Okay.
share.
I just like to say thank you to all of you, and the feeling I had that the dragons, they said to all the people, to the group, we are together for the moment, but for all the people, because all the people, they have the little dragon in them, all the people, they are connected, and they say, come out of the cave and just shine. Show who you are.
That's beautiful.
I want to answer, so thank you. Come out and shine. That feels like that's one of the themes that I feel that. And then to answer Alan Kruger, you said something that made me understand things better. For me, it was newer to be inside the dragon, and I think that that's special or important. I don't know about other people, but I feel there's a bit of a resistance, at least in me or even others, to really allow that we can be dragons or we have a dragon aspect. Because again, for me, it was so much easier to say I was a fairy. That was easier. But I feel that there's bad stories or negative stories, there's more obstruction to access the dragon energy in general and then to make it your own. So thank you for what you said, because that made me feel good. I'm like, oh, good, embodying your dragon more, good. And I think that I felt that for me today too. So thank you to the dragons and thank you to you.
Thank you. It's that this is also what I was feeling. It's like you have to come, you have to pass the duality, and then it's more easy. Thank you.
I was on mute then. Thank you for sharing with us. Anyone else want to share while the flow's going? This is your moment. Don't be shy. As they say, let that inner dragon shine out. Maybe your dragon wants to say something. A few moments of silence is always good.
I found it very interesting before you began with a same meditation. The energy began already rising. So we were already brought up, fitting the energy to go in. And before you said, then at the end, that a dragon may come in, I felt the connection not so strong with the dragons from Andromeda, but a stronger connection to the plasma dragons. So there was kind of a connection really strong from heart to heart. And one of them came to me. It's just at the moment kind of behind, adjusting me to her energy. And it's really interesting, how it fits, and they come to the places where they need it to through our work. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And for me, when you said the dolphins were coming in, Alessandra, and they were going to sing, and you weren't sure about your light language, and then I just saw a whole sort of pod of dolphins all swimming along and singing. It was beautiful. That was gorgeous. I've never heard sort of the sound of the dolphins from a human's voice as well. It was gorgeous. Thank you for that. Anyone else want to say something? No. Alessandra, is there anything you'd like to share in addition? Anything you want to talk about the work you do, that people can come and find you, and yeah.
Okay. I'd rather somebody else do that. Okay. Okay, I do draw dragons. That's the latest excitement the last several months. So I get to meet dragons when somebody so this is just an example if you can see.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And they're made out of chalk. So if somebody wants a dragon reading, I do two different kinds. One is you get to see your dragon, so I do the dragon art, or you get to meet your dragon, and I do an email audio, so we don't have to meet on Zoom. Other than that, I wish people would come visit me in Italy so we can free more dragons under churches and meet more dragons. That's all I have right now.
That's cool. That's beautiful. I love that you're freeing dragons. That's something I do as well. Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
we'll
I'd
have
like.
a group of us will come over and see what we can do in Italy.
Yeah, I didn't know, so I'd like to know more about that at some other time because it feels like it's a new technology, or there's just something more to it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole big subject, isn't it? We'll put
Yeah,
it on the list to talk about freeing
exactly.
dragons. Do
Yeah.
that. Freeing dragons.
So no, final message is I think that there's a lot of love. I feel like the dragons have so much they want to. Oh, this is another thing. The dragons are always, when I work with them, again, you can work with them in different ways, but they're always reflecting back to us. Like when I do the dragon art or when I do the reading, the dragon is always reflecting or transforming, shapeshifting into what they want to show us. They want to show how beautiful you are or how talented we are or something or compassionate. So there's just so much love and gentleness, which might be surprising if we think of stereotypical dragons. But there is just a lot of, I think they're helping us come out, which is what somebody had just said, for us to shine, that was the message of the dragons. So I'm just going to say, thank you to the dragons and thank you to us. And may we all just be, I don't know, a little bit more gutsy and coming out more. I think we're doing it, but I think there's an added push. So the end. Finished.
Thank you very much. That's a beautiful message, and yeah, I think that's true. I think we all need to take the courage of our dragons and stand up and do what we truly know we need to do. We've all got a secret little thing inside of us that we're all like, oh, it's a bit scary to do that, and the dragons definitely give you the courage to do that. I mean, the summit for me was that. You know, I thought I was going to be about 3 or 4 people will turn up, and loads did. Next year there's even more, and you can surprise yourself when you actually do that 3 seconds of courage, which you could borrow from your dragon and do whatever it is that you're being called to do. So yeah, Alessandra, it's beautiful to see you. Thank you very much. And yeah, I think a trip to Italy sounds like it's on the cards.
Yes.